The Los Angeles Lakers narrowly escaped disaster against the Phoenix Suns, surviving a heart-stopping finish that had fans holding their breath until the final buzzer. What looked like a potential collapse turned into a gritty win, but it was what happened after the game that truly grabbed attention. Redick made a massive admission about Vanderbilt, and his comments may completely change how fans view the Lakers' rotation moving forward. The game itself was a roller coaster from start to finish. The Lakers built momentum early, lost control in key stretches, and then found themselves on the brink of defeat late in the fourth quarter. The Suns pushed hard, exploiting defensive lapses and forcing the Lakers into uncomfortable situations. For a moment, it seemed like Los Angeles was headed for a devastating loss on a big stage. Instead, the Lakers dug deep. A few timely defensive stops, improved ball movement, and just enough composure allowed them to escape the jaws of defeat. It wasn't pretty, but in the NBA, survival matters just as much as dominance. Still, the cracks were impossible to ignore, and that's where Vanderbilt's impact came into sharper focus. After the game, Redick didn't sugarcoat anything. In a refreshingly honest assessment, Redick openly admitted how critical Vanderbilt's presence has become for this Lakers team. His comments weren't framed as casual praise, they sounded more like a realization that Los Angeles simply looks different when Vanderbilt is locked in and available. Redick pointed to Vanderbilt's defensive versatility as a game-changing factor. Whether it was switching onto guards, battling bigger wings, or disrupting passing lanes, Vanderbilt brought energy that shifted momentum when the Lakers needed it most. Redick emphasized that Vanderbilt's impact doesn't always show up in the box score, but it absolutely shows up in winning time. That admission carries weight because it speaks to a larger issue with this Lakers roster: identity. When Vanderbilt is active and engaged, the Lakers play with defensive purpose. When he's absent or limited, the team struggles to consistently stop dribble penetration and close out possessions. Redick's comments made it clear that this isn't a coincidence, it's a pattern. Against the Suns, Vanderbilt's hustle was evident. Loose balls, contested rebounds, and disruptive defensive sequences helped slow Phoenix just enough to keep the Lakers afloat. In a game where every possession mattered, those effort plays became the difference between victory and collapse. Redick also acknowledged something Lakers fans have been debating all season: lineup stability. He admitted that Vanderbilt's role has been difficult to define due to injuries and inconsistent availability, but when he's healthy, the team feels more balanced. That balance allows star players to conserve energy on defense and focus on offensive execution late in games. This is where Redick's admission becomes especially revealing. It suggests that Vanderbilt may be more essential than previously thought, not just as a role player, but as a structural piece of the Lakers' defensive scheme. When he's on the floor, rotations tighten, communication improves, and effort becomes contagious. The Suns game highlighted exactly why that matters. Phoenix repeatedly tested the Lakers on the perimeter, looking for breakdowns. When Vanderbilt was involved defensively, those opportunities shrank. When he wasn't, the Suns attacked relentlessly. Redick's post-game comments seemed to acknowledge that reality head-on. From a coaching perspective, this creates an interesting dilemma. If Vanderbilt is truly this important, how do the Lakers manage his minutes, health, and role moving forward? Redick hinted that the team may need to prioritize his availability, even if it means sacrificing offensive spacing or adjusting rotations. That's a bold stance in today's NBA, where shooting often takes precedence. But Redick's admission suggests defense still wins games, especially close ones against elite opponents. The Lakers didn't escape the Suns because they outshot them. They survived because they found just enough defensive resistance at the right moments. The win also raises bigger questions about postseason expectations. Games like this resemble playoff basketball: tight margins, high pressure, and minimal room for error. Vanderbilt's ability to thrive in chaos could make him invaluable when the stakes rise. Redick's words felt less like a reaction and more like a preview of how the Lakers might lean on him when it matters most. For Lakers fans, this admission is both encouraging and concerning. Encouraging because it confirms the team has a defensive tone-setter capable of changing games. Concerning because it underscores how thin the margin is when he's not at full strength. Redick didn't hide that reality, and that honesty resonated. As the Lakers move forward, the escape against the Suns may be remembered less for the final score and more for the realization it produced. Vanderbilt isn't just another rotation piece, he's a stabilizer. And Redick's candid admission may have just solidified his importance in the eyes of the coaching staff. In the end, wins like this can define a season. The Lakers survived, learned, and adjusted. And thanks to Redick's post-game comments, one thing is now clear: Vanderbilt's role is bigger than many expected, and the Lakers may need him more than ever if they hope to avoid future escapes and start controlling games instead. If you want, I can make it more aggressive clickbait. Add YouTube intro hooks, chapters, and outro CTA. Rewrite it as a debate or analysis breakdown. Adjust length, 800-1200 plus words. Just tell me.